We took out 2/3 of the walls in this remodel. Things could have gone really wrong. Problem was we had too many walls and too many rooms. This used to be 5 separate rooms: dining room, powder room, bathroom, bedroom, office, living room, kitchen. Now it's just one big space for the dining, living, kitchen. So I hired an engineer and he took a look at these trusses and he said we could span the whole entire width of the building. That meant that these interior walls weren't carrying any load. They were simply dividing up the space. So that enabled us to take out all the walls. Well, 2/3. Took out all the bathroom and bedroom walls, and then took out the main hallway wall. There used to be a chimney right here. Here. Yeah, right there. Moving the chimney is what let us open up the kitchen. Since we took walls down now, I guess we gotta add some walls. Framed in an office, walk-in pantry, and my favorite, the window wall. Amazing the effect of removing a few walls. Now we're making progress. Added a niche behind the range, and it looks like the main helper is getting ready to put in a window. My contractor is all about making it a family affair. Adding these 2 windows and that slider really adds a lot of light to this space. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, we got drywall and started making some progress. Laid out some toe kicks for our cabinets. Still missing that slider, but drywall texture is done, which means we can load it up with hardwood floor and get ready to install. Cabinet guy finally got his act together. Still no doors or drawers, or slider. Oh, but this looks promising. We're starting to take shape here and got the uppers in, and the walnut wainscoting is on the island. And some quartz countertops. And finally, the room we've been working towards from the very beginning. A feature you'll never notice is under the island. This panel opens and gives the plumber and electrician easy access. I think this was their favorite part. Little details like toe kick lighting make the kitchen feel warm. With one switch, the entire cabinet wall comes to life. I love drawers. We wanted everything to be accessible instead of filling cabinets with stacks of things we couldn't reach. Deep drawers end up giving us far more usable storage than traditional lower cabinets with shelves. Even something as ordinary as a trash can finally has its own home instead of sitting out in the open. One of the goals in the remodel is to keep as much stuff as possible off the countertops. And here we've got the coffee maker and mixer and all the small appliances. Adding a walk-in pantry might have been one of the biggest improvements we made. Everything has a place, and it's amazing how much cleaner the kitchen feels when the storage actually works. So we were able to repurpose the barn door. This leads down to the basement downstairs. And this could be our favorite feature. Groceries come straight in from the garage and directly into the pantry. Around here we call it the Costco Door. Coffee bar is one of the favorite places to start our day. One of those spaces we couldn't use as much when we were living down in the basement. It's got its own sink, which is really convenient. A dedicated niche for frequently used items, which is still missing a hood. From the outside, doesn't look like a thing has changed. But inside, house isn't any bigger, just feels like it is. Just a few short months ago, this was 5 rooms. Remodel only took about 3 months, which is pretty reasonable for a project like this. But the hardest part was living down in the basement and going up and down those stairs. But standing here today, I think I'd do it all over again. We haven't added a single square foot, but it sure feels like it.
Quick little video on what we got going on. Next project's already underway, so we'll see you soon.